When teaching, I try to be sensitive to the language I use, not excluding some different groups.
They also try to find examples that are representative of all the backgrounds in their class, as far as the people in our community as well. So if you are choosing a textbook, are you choosing something that is not just one point of view? Do you bring in other readings from other backgrounds to broaden people's views?
And I think it's very easy to favor one population or another depending on the topic. And so it's the faculty members' responsibility to be cognizant of what's going on, how the topics are affecting everybody, but also to challenge people to push beyond their comfort level.
And one of the things is that I encourage them is to criticize, right? To criticize or to push, to challenge long-held assumptions that we might have. And one way of challenging those assumptions, whether it's a theory or whether it's a specific concept or idea, that's where we create that atmosphere in the classroom where we can be respectful of each other in sharing those perspectives.
It's hard to help them understand, okay, where I came from is not just, everybody does not see life the same way. Where I came from is not everybody's truth.
Like my training and my cultural beliefs, values already coming from a different worldview compared to my students. So I'm always willing to share, even though in the States, in the United States, this is the case, and about the theory, about the case, about this some concept that we learn in class. But maybe just take me from, for example, this is how the people from my world seeing the things differently.
A lot of our students, our undergrads, are from small local areas, and many of them don't have a lot of diversity in their home communities. So introducing ideas like homosexuality, Middle Eastern religions, a variety of faiths, different perspectives from, again, not just you're white, you grew up in a white community, that's the way the world is. So just kind of trying to broaden the experience or the thoughts to which they're exposed sometimes.
I mean, how I think about what it means to be radically inclusive of ideas around gender and sexuality means that I also need to be thinking about what does it mean to be radically inclusive around issues of race when we're talking about science, or issues of gender when we're talking about history, right?
I highly emphasize the importance for all the students to share their personal experience into their responses.
And it's part of the ritual of the class where we check in and we get to know each other, because part of building a learning community is building a relationship where people feel safe, and we do that by getting to know each other.
And that responses when value, and that's one of the things that I do, I thank them for sharing those responses, whether it's online courses, whether it's in class activity. That's the first thing. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing your experience.
And so if students are all different and coming from different backgrounds, everybody in a classroom is hearing about a different perspective, and that's opening their worldview.
I love teaching environments that involve a lot of co-construction. And co-construction is a perfect opportunity to draw out of each person unique experiences, what they bring from their background, what they bring from their culture, and put that all together in a way that when you add up all the parts, they're greater. The whole is greater than the sum of its parts.